Wait. Let's do some small blind work real quick, boys. Looks like a spot when I was going through my own shit that was still pretty griefed and still very hard. And ranges are wide and missing fucking three bets, missing the pins. And it's always nice to see, be fresh, know what you should be doing. Then I was running some small, running it in GTO Wizard as well. And just kind of looking at this spot as a whole, maybe doing 15, 20 hands, seeing how we do. I've been fucking with it for a few days, so I feel all right at it. But oh my God, I wanted to do the deeper stack shit. Never mind. This little shit is stupid. Damn, that's right. They won't let me do it.
No, you can change the stack depth.
No, I can do symmetrical, not asymmetrical. And then just
Okay,
do
it's
some of
because
this. Yeah, asymmetrical just means it's going to be
better.
uneven distribution. You know what I'm saying? Uh, just all the deep shit I feel like is just severely overplayed, but this is probably a little bit better. Maybe I'll mix it up. Yeah. It's a small group. Setups.
Yeah,
VPIP range.
right there. It's a UTG. Go ace jack.
Oops.
There's no icing on the spot, in fact. So widen this to ace enough. A- ace ace eight
Setups.
suit.
I griefed it for you because I showed it over here.
Ah, I didn't even see.
You didn't even notice. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to like waste more of your time. I mean, you could have kept going, but it was like right here, and I think you would have figured it out.
I,
Like,
I I feel like playing today's twos, but I feel what it was loose on the small blind and versus a UTG raise.
yeah, I mean, this is very loose versus UTG at Chippy V 30. Like, I'm not finding the 9-7 suited flat. Probably missing my suited Queen 8, 10-8 at some frequency as well. Finding the suited connectors a lot more. Missing King 6 at full frequency, King 8 probably missing these suited 8s myself personally. Probably sometimes even missing Queen 9. You know? The
Yeah,
Ace 10 feels pretty bad, and you can be a nit bitch and talk yourself out of some of these as well. You know what I mean? So seeing how wide we need to be, Pip, here, even versus under the
I
gun is
never miss the suited stuff
is-
because I just look at the spot. I know it's there, but I miss the ace 10 like 100%.
or the suited two gappers, three gappers, King 6, King 7 and shit like.
I will see a
Um,
UTG raise and I will be tight in my range as fuck. I'm not gonna play ends like King 6 suit for sure. King 6.
I've just never met anybody playing this spot this perfectly. Nobody. Um, I haven't seen all of Justin's hands, but yeah, nobody I know plays this spot very well with finding every single flat. So we fold correctly, and I will try not to grief you this time, said Habs. What are you doing here?
This
This
one,
thing.
but the range is going to be ace nine off. It's gonna be ace twos suited. It's no, it's not that why we're deeper stack. I think it's gonna stick to ace ten off. Ace two suited. The king's going to be to the king six suited. There's gonna be the the suited eights. I think you're gonna play all the broadways off suit.
Okay.
And suited connectors, all the pairs.
Okay.
Almost the same
And
range.
are you three betting your suited connectors at all?
The solver don't like to three bet them against it's almost UTG. It's UTG +1. So no, I think suited connector you're gonna three bet more the Broadway one like Queen Jack and Jack 10.
Okay, let's see. Little bit not playing all the offsuit shit. These are pretty dog water. Ace nine's out of there. Look at this now. Like queen eight's out of there, you know. So like that's what I was saying. That was 30 big blinds under the gun, and we were playing queen eight suited, and then now here deeper +1, it's not in there. So this spot is very delicate. These suited two gappers that were in there at 30 the hand before, kind of fucking not out in there anymore. So I think we realized the equity a little bit better shallow at 30 and stuff like that, where we can play a little bit wider. Whereas here we don't want to have reverse implied odds with some of these type of combos. Playing this set apps.
Yeah, this one is a call.
Okay.
I think the gather is going to be until 7-5. The ace do suited. I think you have to be wider on the offsuit end, so I'll say ace 9 off, queen 10 off. All the pairs, all the connector, like I said, the gutter are there. So
Okay.
it seems like this. You're gonna three bet most of your top range, like around the Broadway, some 10-9 suited, and it's like this.
Let's see how he did. Yeah, I mean, I just want to like get the VPIP range. And then you can kind of decide, we'll look at the structure of exactly how it's three betting and where its bluffs comes from. It just becomes it's too many hands and people jump around too much and it becomes, I can't remember what people are saying precisely with the range. But I do want to hear kind of how you're B-pipping here, if you're going to use your two gappers as well. I'm not sure if it wants to use this. But yeah, it's like a zero EV 50-50. So yeah,
But
even these, I'm like bad. Like I miss these two all the time. Suited connectors are easy as fuck to play. These. Queen 10 off is out of there. 13, King 10 off. Ace 10 O plus.
ace 9 too.
Ace, you've played Ace 9 every single time. You said Ace 9 every single fucking hand. All three of these hands. And it's out of there, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
Ace
thought
10 O
it was
box.
moving in position every time.
Yeah.
So
It got deep back. Yeah, it got from EP to, yeah, I know what you mean.
oof, this one, I think I at this, it's 30 big blind. Oof. It's weird, but I think I'm gonna have some shove with my low suited aces. I'm gonna have some shove with ace 9, ace 10, and it's like this offsuit.
Ace Jack off, Ace 9,
My
Ace
low
10 off. I know
on
you're
my
using Ace 9.
yeah, I shouldn't say that, but now it's cut off. It's not the same. Even I think ace
You don't
8
want to block
start
the
with
bottom of his
He's got to
range.
find ace nine in here eventually, right? If you just
Yeah.
keep throwing it out
I don't
there.
think you want to block the bottom of his range and use Ace 9, probably Ace 10 off plus. I know you're going to use 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. And then three betting small with some at the top of your range, jamming Ace 10, Jack
loose.
and Queen.
I think sixes and lower pockets are shoving too.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a couple of shove on the spot. I'm pretty sure of this.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I didn't hear the suited Broadway ones. I know
Look
those
at
jam here a
this.
lot.
Oh yeah, the King Queens. Well, not the King 10 always. I would have jammed King Jack 100% as well.
Me too. I probably would have jammed king queen suited as well.
Look at that setup. You get to do it with your Ace 9. We don't get to ever jam it though. We want to jam this. I would have jammed Ace 10, not knowing any better. Yikes. There's your Ace Deuce.
Make more sense to have some ace king in those shoving range because Most of the time I'm thinking, okay, I want to just raise my top of range, and it's not.
Yeah. Ace king off playing out of position kind of just feels bad as shit. We just saw this one.
Yeah, but this VPIP's for sure. I think it's VPIP until the 7-5.
See, we
No.
get better today. Just keep seeing this range, Get in there with the suited eights, nines. These people play like dog shit, some of them. It's king five suited plus. You feel like playing a lot more hands in poker. You're missing spots to play hands. Fuck it. Now we get to play more hands. Ace 10 off plus. D0 EV, sure. I don't mind mixing sometimes versus some players. I want to see some multi-way shit from the small blind as well. Look at you, set abs.
Yeah.
Well done, brother. You've been working your ass off over the holidays, huh?
Yeah.
It's about time for you to take over this group. Just take over this group, set abs.
I have a lot to learn before that.
Nope, you're ready. I've been breeding you for this moment. Position, small blind. And opponent's position everywhere. This is always fun. Hard as hell.
Yeah, you might fuck me up on this one.
Yeah, it ain't easy. This thing is kind of busted, man, when it goes multi-way like this. Would you call off king, queen off? Would you be in there with king, queen off? Set
Nope.
abs.
I know it's not even king queen enough. So
Ace jack off?
ace jack off. Oof. Oof. No ace queen off. Ace jack suit.
Ace
Pocket
queen off, ace jack suit,
pocket
eights
jack
plus
pocket 10.
ace
Pocket 10.
jacks, tens.
9. It's
Sheesh.
multi-way.
Way too tight.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm
I
calling
like
here
to
with
jack
king
off.
10 and queen 10 and jack 10 just feels ridiculous.
Suited?
Jack suited?
When there's two
Yeah, I
jams
mean,
in
I'm
front,
never folding a suited 10 when I've got 8 bigs here. Like, I'm just going to run the equity.
Oh, you
You're
only have eight, yeah,
jamming.
you have 8 bigs. Yeah, at 8.
You're doing all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never, right.
Fucking run it. I'm not folding it.
But it's when the bottom call that seems so strong.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's the jam and the call. If it's just a jam, then I'm running it every time. But
But you remember how early it is in this tournament? It's like fuck
Yeah.
off early. It's not like anywhere sweet. It's not even 50% of the field. This is literally you've griefed your stack level 3 and or something like that. You know what I mean? There's
yeah.
not much icing, but straight chip EV, so can't play scared. Run it. I bet if we put this at 25%, 50%, though, it's gonna be
Hover over
pretty
the
tight.
like queen 10 suited.
Almost more than half a bag. Jack 10 suited. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I saw the negative. That's why. But it keeps looks like it's switching.
It's
Oh yeah, it's
because
going to
it
different
showed the
hands.
negative of the king jack off.
Yeah, for some reason, like the butt thing's there.
Right there with the king 9, I feel like true betting. It's a there's no true betting. I think I call so,
I was about to say, some
But
things never fucking change. Oh man.
there's not
V
the
pipping.
option, and we're small. I think
It's not
but
giving you the chance.
along the low jack, I would say 100% I can jam, but against when there's a caller, it's become tougher. But think it's gonna be the birdies and king 9 is it's fucking bottom.
Okay.
I would
Suited
shove
tens, are
this
you
one.
jamming? Oh, you would shove this one. There it is. He's back. He fucking did it. Suited tens, B money. Are you
Yeah.
shoving Jack 10, Queen 10, King 10?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Ace Jack off,
Yes. Yes.
Ace 10 off.
Ace 10 off. I bet you that's in there as marginal. I'm probably folding that though.
You have any small 3 bets with any of your range, even aces. Would you go
20
3.5x with
I don't-
3.25x with aces or kings?
Ugh. Probably not in game.
Probably would in game.
Probably no. I feel like it's two. I mean, I feel like I don't know how to balance it though. So my guess is like aces and like ace king suited are going to be in there.
But you
But
have no bluffs.
yeah,
All
it's just
right, Sadabs, you're all in, right?
Yeah.
See you in hell, brother. He's right. It's a mix. We knew I have to be Pep. Ace 10 off. Who said we don't know about ace 10 off? It's in there. I tried to bait you. There is no, because you can't
Yeah,
balance it. You can't balance it. It would
right.
be only
Exactly.
fucking
I got
aces
so I
and
got it
queens.
half right there because I said I had no bluffs.
Well, yeah, you couldn't do it because you have no bluffs. And you can balance by just jamming everything else. This is a lot of jams, man.
I have a question for you. I don't know if you can give me an answer to this right now. So on some of these international sites where stack sizes are, and sometimes it happens on global too, where the effective stack size is just small overall. You do see a lot of three bet not all in situations where the solver is not going to have it. And I mean, I don't see the cards 100% of the time, but I'm sure it's not only the nuts. I was just wondering I mean, my strategy is kind of like just take the stack sizes and like play it like a kind of like a bigger stack size. Because it happens all the time that I see it where you're in that spot and somebody with 25 bigs will three bet the six. And it's not, I'm assuming it's just not aces 100% of the time. What do you think of just adjustments to be made there?
Yeah, I mean, they're not playing theoretically sound. If we need anytime we can get a showdown from some of these opponents, are they true green tags doing this? Are these regs trying to exploit? There's a few different layers to that depending on who the opponent is and how I interpret it. If it's some unfucking known three betting small, I'm just gonna give them credit when they shouldn't be doing the shit. And they've been kind of tight. If they're kind of loose and spazzy, I'll have some four bets when I'm blocking with my suited aces and stuff like that. I'll be a little bit more willing to go with my ace, queen, ace, jack off plus my pairs and my suited aces as a four bet much more comfortably. If I think they're fucking around and it's some reg who can three bet fold bluff. But versus the unknowns, you have to give some of these guys credit because a lot of times people don't three bet wide enough and bluff, especially when you're getting deep and you're really shallow, right? So, that's the way I interpret it. Maybe I fucking briefed the question. Who else is here? Thank you, Sadabs. Let's give you the man. Let's get it in here, Matt Nickel. The Mountie do work.
Uh-oh. This is a fold. We're shoving sixes plus, no, fives plus. Ace five suited, ace four suited, ace 10-0 through, or I guess ace 10-0 plus, ace nine suited plus. I guess it's all the suited broadways.
King, queen, king, jack off.
Yeah, king jacko,
GG.
and then yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Problem
Probably.
here is that hijack's range is going to be like aces, kings, and like a bunch of other stuff. Like random.
Ain't no random. Fucking the
Yeah.
goody two shoes, brother.
Not even kings. Like that's the problem.
The problem, I mean, and this is chip EV any flats here. You can't play this. Oh, you can still flat. See, these hands. I miss this 9-7 100% of the time. Never missing the suited connectors. This is really good to see. Even here, when you see this range as this, like I see this and I'm shook, and it still wants to just fucking flick. It's 0 EV. Oh no, it's not. It's fucking printing. Ace 10 off plus, sixes plus, Matt. I think you said fives, and the rest of it was good. We could still go a pip wider, go ace 8. Not all the suited broadways. I would have jammed king jack suited 100% here. King 10 suited, queen jack suited. It's hard not to jam these hands in this spot. King queen off, hard not to jam.
I thought we were gonna have basically no or very little flatting range here. I'm surprised at this many flats.
It's a lot of flats, isn't it? Shit. So I think this is why it's a really good spot to work on today. Oh my God. Go ahead.
These stacks are weird. Now it's fives plus. To shove fives plus. I have no idea what the cutoff range is. I feel like it's only aces, but fives plus. Ace 8 suited, ace 7 suited, ace 10-0, king jack suited, king
So
queen
you-
O, and then we have to call those like suited connectors again.
So you've taken the same range as last time, expanded every previous jam pit by one. It sounds like.
Yeah,
You
pretty
just
much.
yeah, you took every single spot and jammed one hand wider. I get it. A little bit shorter. We're still not going with, I mean, not five still not in there. Ace 10-0. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I feel it. King Queen, you started doing it now. You actually nailed it. Right? We get to just be a bit looser in this spot, and that's really good recognition. But we were wrong on having just as many flats.
Is that just because of the cutoff? Because there's less
Both players are significantly shallower. Like it was 13 and 12.
yeah.
No, yeah, it was 14 and 12 last time or something. 15 and 12.
So less
Affected
implied
behind.
odds.
Much way less implied odds, right? So I think no more suited connectors, like not even 9-8, 9-10. So it's really good to see when they're both this shallow.
This is for sure a flat. Now we're gonna. I don't think we shove. Oh shit! I don't know if we shove. I think I'm gonna 3-bet not all in with a lot of stuff and put the low jack basically all in. With a pretty similar range, like ace 8 suited plus. Maybe it's like ace 9 suited plus, ace 10-0, nines plus, king jack suited, king queen O. Actually, I think king jack. It's gonna be king queen suited plus.
The
Or
three
king
bet
queen
nine
suited.
all in.
Yeah, and then
And what size?
like 8 or 9.
4.5.
Yeah.
9 puts in a third of hijack stack. You leave 20 behind. There's going to be 20 in a pot. About 9, 18, 20. Woo! Do we just have a jamming range again?
Yeah, it might just be jams actually, now that we're saying it.
I mean, when you start doing the math out loud, it seems, yeah. I mean, you still can, but you still can jam as well. I would never go small. And the size is even more ridiculous. We both were wrong for the size. It's 5x. So you're going to put 11, 22, 24 in the pot. And he's going to have less than pot behind when you do this shit. It's pretty savage.
Why aren't we calling the suited connectors in this one when the stacks are like a little bit deeper? Is
Not
it because
sure.
of the low jack being short?
It's probably the low jack opening size.
Okay.
It's weird, man. See, this is why this spot is so delicate and needs a lot of work.
I think when the solver said that's 5.25, it's 5.25 the last raise, so it's going to be something like 11.25.
Yeah, 11.5. Yeah, it's 11.25 or something. It's gonna be a fucking big ass raise, brother. It's gonna be it's gonna be a third of his stack. That's why when I start seeing that, I'm just like, I should just go big. I mean, I should just
10.5.
jam some of this. 10.5. This is a good spot to work on, though. Oh my. Bottom or not?
No, I think ace. Shit, this is the same as the one we looked at like 5 hands ago, but it's early position. So ace 10 suited, ace queen O, eights plus, king jack suited.
Being
Yeah, I think that's my
third in
range.
with the king jack suited?
Well, it was super wide when it was, what was it, low jack in the cutoff or something with like these same stacks.
Yeah, but we got 15 here. I think we had 12 before, or 11.
Oh, okay, yeah, we were shorter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had 12.
Okay, king queen
Um,
suited.
Nope, you said King Jack.
All
You
right, King
you
Jack.
griefed it. You griefed it in
Too late.
game. I do the same thing. Well, I was wrong by a pip. See you in hell. We're gone. Aaron, what are you calling off with here?
Probably ace queen off, ace jack suited, king queen, and sixes plus.
Damn. You had me until you said sixes plus, and I love sixes, but it feels way too wide. Third in. I wonder if the solver in Chippy V wants to be that wide. I'm so used to looking at ICM adjusted ranges where I would just say like fucking comfortably eights, nines plus, ace queen off, ace jack suited, king queen suited even feels kind of bad. But yeah, it's probably that. Let's see. Ace queen O is out of there, and eights plus, yeah. King queen, yeah. See, king queen suited feels pretty fucking bad, man.
Damn, absolute bunt.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is printing a bit.
How are they not in there if they're plus EV?
It's not enough EV split multi-way for it
Okay.
to want to call. I mean, ace jack suited is fucking dead. By the way, who you say king jack suited? Fortunate. Sixes, yeah, eights plus, yep. I would be out of there with ace queen a lot and chip EV for 14. I don't think I would ever fold this. That's hard to see. All right. 6. All right, a few more. This is a really good spot for ranges. V pip or no? Keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want me to go
I'll come
again?
to you. Yeah, go again. I'm coming to you as well, Aaron. You can be on standby, brother.
Our jamming range is sixes plus, ace 10 suited, ace 10-0. Or it's probably like ace 8 suited, ace 10-0. King queen suited, probably like slivers of the suited tens, and then our flatting range is going to be like, I think we can flat a decent amount of suited connectors, but not like super wide. So our worst suited connector is probably like 6-5 suited, and our worst gapper is going to be like 8-6 suited, maybe 9-7 suited.
Okay.
And our worst king is going to be king 7 suited.
Sweet. Aaron, what's your opinion here?
I would be a bit tighter in my jamming range, like ace king, ace queen, 8-8 to 10-10, and a lot of suited broadways. And then a lot of V-pipping with suited aces, probably suited nines, and probably a little bit of V-pipping with suited tens. I mean, offsuit tens or jacks.
Suited connectors?
Suited connectors? Oh yeah, for sure. I bet those even 3-bet at a very small frequency.
What?
Actually, never mind. No, I guess we got 15.
About to say we 3-bet bluffing with fucking 6-5 to a 15 big stack with no blockers and early. What were you doing here again, Matt?
I would call with this hand. I think you could probably shove it a sliver too.
No using the suited connectors as 3-bets, but we are at a pretty interesting spot where we can 3-bet and all in, and I am horrendous with implementing this with 25 bigs and not just ripping my stack in the middle with all this stuff.
God, is it worth it to 3-bet non all in real life here?
The EV, it's so minuscule. Like you're not making a mistake. You know what I mean? That's the way I start categorizing it. I want to play better with some of these other portions, but man, like how bad of a mistake can it be to just fucking rip in this?
Well, I guess if we go non all in, we get to play wider and fold a few hands to a jam, but not many.
Yeah, we get to play a little bit wider and use a few more hands. Yeah, agreed. You can use
I'm
like
curious.
this, these,
I'm curious.
and fold. Okay, buddy. What's up,
That
Malton?
you mentioned the suited aces, like the ace eight suited. Like I just want to know what hands we go 10.5 and then fold to a 28 BB from betting. Like
Not many,
even
brother.
it seems like even nine suited has to call. So I'm a little confused.
That is why a lot of these I just rip. You know, am I really inducing? There's not one hand I wouldn't want to run the equity with. But I guess it does give you an out when you make it that and it goes multi-way and then you're in here with some portions of this range, like ace seven, right? Instead of ripping the ace seven, the king nines, the ace jack, oh, you raise and it goes jam call, you're probably shit on, right?
That's true.
But are you still
That makes sense.
getting too good of a price? It's just an interesting can of worms. Let's do uno mas. God. Morton, is this the bot?
Uh, well, this is definitely going in. I'm considering if ace nine off is the bot, actually.
You and Seth Habs in that damn ace nine off.
We have 8.5 bigs, so we're shallow.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Ace nine is the
I'll
new
go
ace five suited.
I guess.
yeah, I'll go ace nine off,
He did it.
ace seven suited, all suited broadways. Like fives plus, king nine suited.
Okay. King nine suited plus ace nine O plus all suited aces. Threes plus? Are you going with
That's
threes, fours?
fives plus.
Fives plus. It doesn't. That damn ace nine O. Damn, look at this. Look at all the fuck. I mean, ain't nobody finding this.
Nope.
8 big with nothing to
Queens,
protect.
and nothing to protect. Just flop me some equity so I can get the hell out of here. I like it. 10 set, Jack 7 suited, just fucking flick it in. Oh, this is awesome to see. I love this.
Crazy multi-way that you will enter
Yeah,
with
sure.
this range.
And
I
this
mean, we're
also
already dead.
Yeah, pretty much. This ace 9-0 is kind of interesting. As a flat. Yeah, I'd almost rather rip it than flat. The rest of these are really nice flats. Really nice portion of the range. So cool. Let's get into some of the post flop stuff. I was working on post flop myself. I'm gonna take a super quick break, let my dog in and out. But when we come back, I'll leave this chart up. This is cutoff, raise, small blind flat, and then our decision. And then this is our betting frequencies across the board. And it's very interesting. So yeah, we'll play this spot a little bit before we wrap it up. And I'll leave it here for you guys so you guys can kind of see what we do. But I'm gonna take a quick break, get some water, and then we'll do that. I'll be back.
TBX.
All right. All right. Small blind C bets at 40. From the cutoff, C betting. This shit is kind of tough, guys. One thing I notice is how little we are C betting on ace king, ace queen X, ace jack, ace 10X. And the size that we're using, noticing you can't just autopilot small, you can have some more polar bet sizing. And we are checking like 60% of the time on these boards. You can see. Once we get down to ace 9X and under, C betting small and quite frequently. Ace high paired boards, you still do your fucking thing, bet a lot. King queen X, king jack X, king 10X, 60-40 boards again. Checking 60% of the time, betting 40% with some mixed sizings. Mostly on the 33 to 55 spectrum. Then same kind of trend, gets to king 9 and under. We actually bet a little bit less than our ace X boards, but yeah, still just more small betting than big betting. I would say the same rule applies for the queen jack, but we just don't get any big betting on these kind of boards. They're just their equities run too close. We just don't bet as big and polar as we do the ace and king X boards. But the most interesting takeaway is 3 low cards under a 9. How much fucking betting we get here? I think generally a lot of people are like, we know to be kind of scared. We know this board doesn't hit our range as well, but it's important to note that we get to bet these boards. And our opponents miss these boards pretty heavily as well. So we do get to bet these boards more frequently than we would versus big blind, right? Sweet. Fuck it. Let's get into it. I don't know if I was talking to myself, but hopefully somebody's ass gets it.
We're all gonna swish everything.
Good luck with that. The solver is never gonna make it easy. Folds. That's good. All settings, board. I knew I was fucking with this. No, let's just keep it all over the place so people know. Make sure the hands mode, full hands. After action. Okay. All right, pucks. Get it in, legend.
I think we can mostly c-bet this with the flush draw, with an over. Probably mixing 20 and 33. We'll go 33.
Okay. Do you think anything changes versus population? Like most people, you're just going to steal 33 there as well, just always autopilot 33. Or do you go quarter, a little bit more, anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think quarter's probably fine. I mean, it is a paired board, so I do wonder if we can lean more toward the smaller bet. But
yeah, it's kind of a trick question, man. I think just going small here is going to print about the same EV.
Yeah.
And those are sometimes the little things we don't have to use too much brain power about. If you wanted to go quarter here, if you fucking just grief, the EV is going to be something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So as long as we are just comfortable just knowing we're in the right spectrum, and if you do something that's a little bit off, probably not going to be losing that much EV. Give us a good one. King, Jack X, one of the boards that we saw were more 60-40 boards. where we do mix in more 33 and 55 sizing as a little cheat because I'm also working on these spots myself. So would we use our tens as a C bet on this board, or would you just check this?
I think it's mostly checking under pair to the jack. I don't like that we have a club. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a sprinkling of like 33 and 55 in there, but I think it's like 60-70% check.
Easier with this hand to know we're probably going to be checking or not. But how about your hands like ace 10 off, ace queen off? Maybe you have both suits. Ace 10 off you have here. What are you doing?
I think some of that bets. I think overall this is a board we're betting what, like 40-50% of the time. So I do think we get to bet with some of those gut shots. And probably bigger, like 55.
Okay, if we know we're betting that we're checking maybe 60%. Where is the 40% of our bets mixing and coming from then? Outside of the top pair, the good top pair and two pair. Where else
think
are you
we-
going to find your bets?
We get to bet some jacks, bet some eights, some backdoor king, jack, backdoor spades, hearts, diamonds.
When you say
8-4, 8-5,
backdoor, you
8-3.
talk about like 5, 6 of diamonds?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good hand to bluff from the bottom. Stuff with some equity, can turn some equity.
And you bet maybe 55 with those type of hands when you have the 8-9s, the 7-8s, the bottom pair with the back doors and stuff like that. The 5-6s. What about your ace-2, your ace-3, your ace-4, ace-5 suited with the back door? Ask ourselves where our bets are coming from when you have that portion of our range, and we need to find 40%. Obviously, betting some of the top, king, queen, king, jack, ace, kings, and stuff like that. But where's the other portion of those bets come from? We got to be able to know where our bluffs come from, right? In this hand, like you said, and I think you just, yeah, you can bet a little bit, but mostly check it. And we talk about these type of hands, the low, the bottom end suited connectors, right? 6, 7, 5, 6 with the backdoor flush draw. Even without it, fuck it, it's the bot. Go for it. Ace-2, right? Ace-3, ace-4, unblocking shit that you could potentially fold out. Ace-5. It's the bottom of your range. So being able to mix in this stuff is going to be pretty good for you, right? Two pair, obviously. The top of our range. And I was trying to trick you with some of it, our ace-10 or ace-queen off. And you can bet. This is the 60% bet, 40% check. So, cool. You shook?
Only the fun spots. I think we have to call. We have a gutter.
Do you ever fold
Don't
this in game to just some random you have no idea?
I mean, if it's not solver, yeah, I'm probably a little more inclined to fold this. But I mean, there are plenty. The solver certainly has plenty of bluffs. They have hearts. They have all kinds of they bet a lot here after we check behind on this board, I think. And so do some villains. The population will just stab at this when you check back too. So I wonder if we have to defend with this with enough equity to turn the nuts.
Having a pair with a gut shot to a straight and getting 30% equity. Obviously we want to call. I mean, we would never be able to fold with the heart. Like it wouldn't even be close. I guess the EV of this is probably still going to be able to call in position. Always. Thank God. You can, but you're printing like nothing. And we would never fold with the heart.
It is a big bet. And we fold a lot. We probably, yeah, fold.
Oh, we even are folding with the heart. Thank God, dude. I mean, it's calling, but it hates life.
Pure call with the 9, though. With 9s.
Yeah, pure call with 9s. And 9 is printing because he has some 10x bluffs in his range, right? Way more 10x bluffs. He's going to use all of his 10x as a bluff pretty much pure on the turn. So this is a really good spot. Teju man versus small blind is our hard ass spot. Cool. I griefed it as well. I probably would have flicked versus the solver and fold it in real life because people just do this big, you're just in bad shape always. Oh, we did call. I want to see what happens. Put us in hell. All right, you calling?
Well,
Snap fold. Set abs, you calling?
But I think the way we play it, when you call, is supposed to narrow it, but you still have the king in his range all the way long. And I think it's a fold. Nope.
Call. What you get here?
his value range is gone with the king.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. You knew the solver was going to give you hell the first hand or the second hand. Sweetness. Go ahead, Pucks.
Let's see, high, low, low. I don't think we do a ton of betting here, but I think hands like 6s, 7s, 8s can do some betting. So we roll the 94. I think it's dry enough with the rainbow. We go mostly 33 here. So I think that's where it settle.
Do you want to bet pocket 6s, 7s, and 8s more than you want to bet jacks, 10s, and 9s?
Yes.
Why?
Protection. There's more overs that or there's more turn cards that can make our hand second best. You know, 7,
Okay.
8, 9, 10 jack are all bad cards for us as opposed to jacks where it's only king, queen, king, ace.
Very good. And I was just trying to lead you to the water there because I'm with you. I would tend to see bet this a bit more, knowing if you do check here, guys, it's not like you can do either way. I just feel like in some iterations, it's just going to make your life a little bit easier depending on your opponent. Are they sticky in this spot? Are they going to be more prone to go bet as a bluff on turn? This hand makes a really nice bluff catcher versus some opponents, right? As well. And the solver is in there. You doubling here? These are always fun spots.
Yeah, I think so. I think I go like 55 here a lot. Not bigger than that. But I mean, the solver check raises a bunch of their queens. I don't think they have a ton of queen X here. We get value from the draws. We get value from 5s. So I like another bet here, and then checking back the river unimproved.
What's the worst queen that the small blind V-pips with to our open?
Queen 8 suited.
Does he check raise queen 8, queen 9, queen 10 to our opens?
I think he check raises queen jack, king queen, ace queen if he's got ace queen.
Probably mixes queen jack, queen 10,
Yeah.
but he has. So we can't,
He's
he's
got
not
some,
to the
but there's 2 queens out there. So he's only got 2 combos of each of those.
Yep.
So that's like 4, 6 combos that he's probably got queens. And I think he's got a whole lot of other stuff.
I'm just wondering if 33 is a bit more efficient, but 55 probably gives more balance to our entire range. We still get 5x for a 3x and under pair as well. Let me see who else is in here. Molten Ashes with size. Would you bet or check? Let me see. Put it in chat. Let me turn my mic on. Go ahead, brother. He gone.
He checks.
I like check, call, a lot of river bets. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I would check the spot a lot. I'm kind of on the opposite side of Pucks where he likes to bet the turn and check river. I kind of like using this hand as a check and a call rivers. Because we felt it.
Your mic is shitting the bed.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's just spiking in and out a ton.
Oh my God. Okay, maybe should I just type it out then?
Yeah, that'd probably be good for you, brother. You're a student of the game, so
Okay,
you're an actual student. That'd be easy for you. Yeah, that's cool. I'm just curious. Sweet. This is very controversial for some people liking the bet line and some people liking the check call line. A little bit, it could be kind of we're gonna be at the mercy of his bet size, right? It feels kind of high variance if he goes fucking 9 on the river. A lot of rivers, are we gonna be folding the best hand or are we gonna be paying off? It's always interesting, man. I'm on team bet a lot and then just check and get my 2 streets here and not have to play the big call bet game. Do we have 2 streets? It's hard to say, maybe. Versus some of his ranges, draws, his ace highs, his gut shots. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, Pucks wanted to go 55. I wouldn't, yeah, there it is. Pucks, high five, brother. Because you know, guys, you know what happens to you here when you check. You know what happens on the river when he checks and he fucking pots it.
You have to go.
I mean, yeah, you're guessing. You
Yeah.
don't know if you're good or not. And it's just so high variance. You can bet this 55, and if he calls, well, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not getting 3 streets from the hand. Right now, I know I have 2 streets of value. I'm not sure if this guy's gonna bluff. I don't know if he's gonna go what size he's gonna bet. I don't know if he's gonna go fucking 10, 11, 14 and make me fold the best hand. I can call incorrectly. He can get there, and then I'm just paying. It all feels pretty bad. Oh, please fuck us up, solver. Oh, it makes it easy, bitch. Yeah. Solver will bluff it off. I was just praying to God this man would overbet that spot so bad.
Do we bet again on that 6 though?
Oh, we
I
can
don't
play
think
for me.
so.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Let's do this. It's not going to be the 6, and he folds anyway. No, we can just look at it, and the answer is going to
Molten got an
probably...
extra 4 big blinds out of King Jack.
Yeah, everybody else got extra 4 bigs, and you're lucky his ass. See, you're going to make the 4 bigs sometimes, and then you're going to lose a full pot.
But
Or he's gonna backdoor river into something he would have paid for and then bet. I don't know. I don't know, man.
you have so much in that put you in the badder spot on the river when you have 7 and then you
The
can have
solver hates
eight,
it.
8, 9, 10. Jack.
Pocket 6s though, check. Boats mix slow play. Yeah, it hates that little game. It's not a fan of checking any of this shit. Jacks a little bit. Kings and aces need no protection, and you're getting 2 streets, and you're snapping river no matter what, and it's fine because he
You have
has
the
so many
small
worse.
blind calling range on the flop.
Yeah.
See how much queen X they have.
Oh, they have, and your VPIP is wrong. It's queen 6
Oh, wow.
suited plus.
They're raising queen 10 now, so they do get rid of a decent number.
Yeah. Offsuit queen 10 off. Forgot about that. Queen Jack off. Hell yeah, the population's gonna have this dog shit a lot. So yeah, he has some queen X in his range, man. He goes check, check. I just want to see something. Oh, this is why it sucks to check. Yeah, the real bet size is 150% pot, right? When you check 7s. And you gotta call. And sometimes you're just gonna run into fucking losing a massive bet. Damn, what a life. 9s are folding. How would you know? So yeah. Fun spot. Let's do 2 more. Then I got a dip set. Gotta go. 3 low cards. We looked at this earlier. Is this one of the combos?
I
That
think we
you-
bet. Yeah, we
Uh,
bet a lot here, as you said, which I didn't realize. It's good to know. I think this is a combo we check though. It's. I think we bet like our aces with a gut shot, ace deuce, ace 4, ace 6. Also, we got stuff from the bottom of the range, a bunch of suited connectors. I think a lot. We have enough of our range that connects to this board that, you know, the ace nine plus doesn't really need to bet. Maybe we bet like ace king for value.
Okay.
But I think this can go into our checking range. We got two overs.
I wonder if this one's so down there that we could use this one as well, that turns some more gut shots and shit, and use this one and check ace 10 plus and use ace 9 as a bet. I'm very curious about this one.
We probably
Either
got a
in
little bit of betting, but I think I'm gonna say check like 75% of the time.
set you betting?
You yes, continue, but not big. Something 20%. Just
Or
okay.
using a little ass bet. A bet. Yeah, I mean, I would 33 this, just out of not knowing after looking at the chart. But I imagine we can mix check as well. A good bet. Puck says check. And let's see. Whoa, 25%. He nailed it. Little 55 as well. Let's see the rest of the ace X. And then the better ones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 can bet. And then look, like, this is what I visualize. I can visualize like checking these a lot, but ace queen is also betting a little bit for value as well, pucks. And look how much betting we do here. 60% on a board that normally feels pretty fucking horrendous for us. Queen, jack, oh, do it. Jack 10, queen 10, it's the bot. Here you go, pucks. You set the ace deuce, ace 4. These like to check. Surprisingly.
We got so much other garbage to bluff with.
Yep, we have all of our 7x that we open with, right? We have the suited 9s, offsuit 10s with 2 overs, more 7x. How are our underpairs doing? 6 is betting, 4 is checking. Okay. Ace is checking a little bit. Jacks plus, okay. Just check off. King 10 off. Sweet. This is a fun little board. Bench smacks you.
Flick it in.
Can't fold. Nice call. And there it is. 150.
Yeah, you can't call this. I don't know what you call. I think you have to call 7x like with a heart at least.
You checking it? How many 7x are you checking on this?
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
Get out of here. You can't call this.
No.
And he has goods. When you do get here, oh, you're just in hell, which damn near your entire range sucks. The goods. Ace deuce making a nasty ass hero call. Unblocking a shitload of bluffs. All your queen X for the most part. Queen 9, queen 10 folding. Yikes. King, queen out of there. I would not have the discipline if I had king, queen with a heart to fold. Cool. Another one. Nice little fun dynamic flop that we see quite commonly with a top pair where it should maybe smack both ranges. Pucks, where you at?
Yeah, I think we probably check this about 50% of the time range. This is obviously one of our better hands. I think we bet and we size up to 55. If not, 83.
Feels comfortable. In game, do you feel like what would be your standard? Do you just go 55 button? Do you have a 60 button?
I got like
I love-
I can't remember if I have 60 or 65 button I'd probably hit here. That sort of
Okay.
blends the two.
I
I like sizing up.
drugs, what size? You can type it in. How realistic is small blind response to a small flop bet? I feel like it would be hard to play. Are you talking about in this spot? 126? That was 2 minutes ago. 55, I think. Nah, the super low board. Yeah, I feel like I go 55 a lot on those boards, but you could see, we'll look back at the report. 33 is pretty prevalent as well on that board because kind of fucking misses their range a lot, man. And we have enough 7x, 8x, 9x suited hands for coverage where they don't flat as much as the lower suited connectors. They have a handful of them, but they're not like a big blind range, right? A bunch of 55s, but then Pucks has been in solver world a lot. You can check. I'm on team bet, especially this combo. In game, I would just 55 this a shit to load. But the check line is fairly interesting. And there we go. Oh my lord. And the
I think-
lead.
Just calling here. I
Yeah.
don't see anything else to do. I don't. I feel like I never face this lead, but
No, you would never. I mean, people
well,
are
the problem
very
is when
rarely
you
playing
face this lead from most population, it's going to be bigger and it's going to be a flush. But in this case, I think we're just calling.
Yeah, this lead will not be balanced, and it will not be fucking 20 a small bet. My goodness. Too good to ever fold? Or would you I mean,
Yeah, I think so. What
too
is
good
that?
to
12
ever
into 20, 55. Yeah, I think we have to call this against solver.
Nope, you don't have to. And you know what's fun when you see this spot where you don't have to call any, we feel like it's a very strong hand, and yes, the solver will have bluffs. Do you think your real life opponents go bet when
No.
you've called in a spot like this? Do you think they're gonna have enough bluffs?
No, definitely not. I'm much more inclined to fold this without a spade against population. Yeah, what Malton said. There's good regs. There are global, like on global, there are regs where you have to call here, but like 75% of the population, you should just insta-mux it.
I would imagine those good regs on global are just mid stakes guys who are just going for value more than they ever bluff in a spot like this. I see the same fuckers all the time.
But that includes you and Toe and Affleck.
Versus population, some unknown motherfucker.
No,
I
not versus
don't have enough
population.
bluffs. I don't have enough bluffs versus some cat. Neither does Toe. None of us do.
That's probably
In
true.
these spots. Who do you think we are? Everybody's playing fucking $100 tournaments online. Nobody's playing the 10Ks on a consistent. So nobody's good enough to have the right balance of bluffs. So just you can take it with a grain of salt. And if you overfold it in the spot, I doubt you're getting wrecked.
Yeah,
Unless you have the fucking spade.
you
If
need the spade. Yep.
you need the spade. Like the times you fold there and get ran over, you're gonna just be right so much more versus people.
Mhm.
And you're gonna actually have the goods in this fucking spot. It's not like you're just gonna have King Jack every time that happens to you. You're actually just gonna have the boat. You're actually just gonna have aces or something good enough where you can never fold as well, you know. Let's call. Got him. Dead. The solver doesn't even have a bluff here. Sweet. Let's do last hand and go from there.
That's a fun one. Let's bet 55. This is bottom of range. I think just we saw with the 7-5-3, like a lot of our offsuit nines are going to be bluffing here.
Okay. 55, just going big. The Mountie, what are you doing?
I would probably check this a lot. I don't think betting it's bad. If I were gonna bet, I would go at least 55, maybe even 83.
This is near the bottom of our range. We saw we should be betting boards like this. I wonder if this is a delay c-bet candidate, but it's so shit. Maybe you don't give a damn about just betting, getting some fold equity, and then finding bluffs on future streets. Yep. You can do either way. Both are viable. And just seeing this, you guys seeing this for yourself, you're gonna figure out what's best for you in game. Right? This is chip EV in this moment that we're studying this. If we put in some ICM considerations, maybe you would just want to go small a lot and stab that way, right? Instead of risking the 55. And there it is. Check min raise. I mean, I'm not gonna take a look at our betting strategy once again. This board 60-40. Lot of 55. And there's the bottom of your range betting. Bottom. Then this shit in the middle of doing a lot of checking or a lot of ace highs. There's our ace 9 again. Mostly checking. And then we have this. Betting your nuts. How are the rest of our 6x doing? It's just betting the better 6x. Ooh, this is a good check. All right. Uno más. One more. That hand was quick. Finish us off. We just gotta stick with pucks. Teasing somebody with one hand is it fun?
I think we can bet this a decent amount as our bottom, with 20%.
20%.
I don't think it's not a pure bet, but I do think it's probably majority betting.
You don't think this board's how often would you think this board is a C bet versus small blind?
50% feels like a cop-out answer, but I feel like it's pretty close to 50.
50. 75, Molten says. B Money, how often do you see betting this board?
Probably in the 50 to 60% range. This is a pretty polar board, I think.
Aaron, you might give me the answer. How often do you see betting this game? This
IRL 100%. Like,
Same
what's
here.
their defense look like? Like, how hard is it to defend against a small bet on this board for the small blind?
Yeah,
It's a one-time-
I'm say betting this probably 100% in real life. Even versus small blind. I mean, depending on opponent, maybe I would make some stronger, super strong hands as a check where I just think they're going to overfold and I can get 2 streets if they may improve to something like some straight up exploitative type poker stuff. Because the population isn't going to play this spot as well. And we saw ace paired boards. I thought it was a very like 75, 80% C bet on ace high pair boards, I believe. So 20 or 30% could be good. Like I would never check, like ever. So people saying 50%, that's kind of surprising. Yikes.
yeah.
Yikers. Yikes. Yeah. Note it. Never checking.
I mean,
And
king eight
I'm
suited
glad
checks.
Aaron. Yeah, I mean, here you go. Unless you here you go. Ace high pair boards. That's ace ace
but-
pair. That's ace pair. Let's go to I mean it's a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking the middle region, not the
Ace low is just like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then all the high paired aces. You're just going crazy. Where it's not as fun for us is the Jack, Queen, 10, and stuff like that, right? Ace, King, King, Queen, Queen, Jack, Jack, 10, 10. Because you know why? They hit those, man. This
Yeah, they don't
range
have
hits
many
those.
fours. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they don't like Queen, Jack X, 10X. How much 4X do they have? 3s, 4s. Not much, man. They lack all this shit. 3s, 4s, 5s. 6s a little bit. And then it starts to pick up at 8s, right? 9s. And then if we go back to there it is. This it kind of tells the same story, right? It starts to decrease there at 8s. 9s are still pretty high, but no, then you get to 10s, jacks, kings. It's just fall off a cliff. So yeah. 10x boards, 50-50, but the ace high boards, fuck it, 100%. Sweet. Play the rest of this one and we'll call it. Now what? You've been called in real life. What do you do?
Real life, I probably check here. I think we can bet again with this is again bottom of range. Bet 55.
Martin going 83 here? Even in real life. Do you think people
Yeah,
leave? Go ahead.
Yeah, even in real life, I really like bluffing clubs here. We don't unblock. We don't block any backdoors.
Unblocking all the back doors. I'll be honest, I would never in a million years go 83 in game. You're going to accomplish all the same shit by going 55, 60%. Literally, if you're just trying to fold out shit, what's the difference? You're just going to save yourself a few chips, right? You're going to save yourself 2 or 3 bigs. And you're going to literally, the range is going to be inelastic. He's not going to be thinking about it in regard of you setting up an SPR to go for 3 or to get it all on river. And you're just going to, I mean, yeah, that's just my theory behind these two sizes. So I would literally take all these 83s that are bluffs and just make them 55, 60s. Versus humans, for sure. It just won't make a difference. Even using some of our ace X is 60 as well. So you're balanced. And the EV is just going to be pretty neutral between both sizes always. So always just go to 55 or 60. If that makes sense. It's pretty interesting because I think when you do this in game, they just are not going to be folding. They are not going to be floating as much as they should, but all right. Pucks, you set bet, right?
55, yep.
Yeah, you did set 55. Are you giving up now? Or are you still going? 1, 2, 3, kid.
We blocked the straight. I mean, in game, I'm not. I don't think I'm bluffing this unless I know the guy calls loosely. Oh, it feels so bad to give up though. Can we go 62 here? No, I think we got to go all in.
Molten says 62.
Maybe we can go 62 here. We don't have a diamond. If I have a diamond, then I'm jamming. Maybe this can be in our like ace X triple barrel 62.
Ted Habs is all in. He couldn't help himself. Drugs, would you jam? Oh, is Drugs still here? He gone? And think about in real life versus the small blind range when you've 1, 2, 3. Would you go all in on this river?
I guess it's a question of does ace X fold? And I think if we jam ace X, a lot of ace X is going to fold without the diamond. So yeah, let's do it. It was close.
All right, sorry, I had to do that. It is close. Somebody said 62. Molten. Damn. Can't give up either. This feels horrendous. I swear to God, I probably give up in game too much in this spot versus people calling double barrels on this board and backdoor diamonds getting there. They either have an ace X, a diamond draw. They got snap us off. He folds. Us ace. So you did say your just whole objective is just trying to make this man fold an ace. Oh man, somebody at the $22 global is not folding to you here. So funny. Very good. Sweet. I think we picked up some stuff today, wanted to go like a little over an hour, which we did. But yeah, I think we're gonna come back, have about this pace and about this time length from sessions here on out. But before we get out of here, did anyone have any final thoughts? Anything like that that we want to wrap up with? Sweet. Cool. I will see you guys this evening. I'm back on the stream for myself. So anybody just grinding this evening, I'll be around. And yeah, we will see you guys, I believe, this Saturday. I don't know if I'll be able to make the study stream because my son has a couple basketball games, but maybe Toe will run it or we'll be back next week. We'll announce it here though. But yeah, if you guys need anything, let us know and good luck, boys. Take care.
Yes.
Thanks,
Okay.
Sixes. See on
Thank you
stream.
guys. Peace out. Take care. Good luck.
All right, later, guys.
Yeah, later.
Later.